I don't know what I should do, and I wish you would be right here with me. My mind is filled with pictures of when we used to dance, but now I don't know where you are. I missed you so bad, won't you come back to me? I've got you in my head, you're all that I see. I've lost all my chances, I know that I am too late. I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, wondering if you're thinking about me too. Now it's too late, now it's too late. I'm out of time, but I'm still thinking of you. My heart keeps on bleeding, I have scars, the ones not healing. They're all there because of you. It's my fault, I messed it up, and I should have treated you much better, so much better. I miss you so bad, won't you come back to me? I've got you in my head, you're all that I see. I've lost all my chances, I know that I am too late. I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, wondering if you're thinking about me too. Now it's too late, I know it's too late. I'm out of time, but I'm still thinking of you. Tick tock, the clock keeps ticking. Don't know what I should do. I wish you would be right here with me. I'm thinking of you, thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, wondering if you're thinking about me too. Now it's too late, now it's too late. I'm out of time, but I'm still thinking of you.
Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing this beautiful Monday morning? I'm going to wait a few minutes before I get started on making my cards just to see if anyone has a chance to pop on over. I realized a little too late that Call Me Crafty Al went live this morning with her Advent All Year Long series. So I know there's a bunch of people over there watching her. In fact, I was watching her up until about 2 minutes ago. So, um, and I was fighting with my technology. My camera was being wonky. My sound wasn't working. It was just a, a nice little fun challenge to get myself on here live this morning. Okay, let's see. Good morning, Froggy. How are you, my friend? So, on one of my videos, I probably should have linked that. See, I'm terrible at linking. Um, I asked my viewers to choose from four Christmas collections to be the next collection that I smash, because I've smashed two full paper pads, like the big Michaels paper pads, but then I thought I would go through my collections and smash some of those. So I had everyone pick choice number one and choice number two. So choice number one was this Christmas Salutations number two collection. And choice number two, because I thought, oh, I'll be able to smash a small collection in a couple weeks. And I haven't even started. I mean, I started cutting to prepare for today, but it's been a crazy mess around my house. But choice number two was this Merry Christmas collection. So, assuming I can finish smashing this one this week, then I'll start that other one. If not, I'll just, I'll make this the one I smashed for May, and then I'll start that one for June. It's been a very busy month. It's been a very challenging month. We've had some illnesses with my mother-in-law, with my mom. Um, and speaking of those illnesses, so you all know my mom is 90 years old, and I'm very lucky to still have her. Very, very lucky. But she has not been feeling great. And my mom is the kind of person that doesn't know how to sit still. She's just like a go, 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 go person. And that's the way we are, probably because we learned it from her. And the last week, she's been just not go, 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 just sitting, very tired. Um, she got a new medication added, and she's tired, and she says it. I'm tired. So I may be cutting back on um, some of my lives. I may be cutting back on the number of videos I post um, because I want to spend more time with her. I want to just go to her house and be there all day and just spend the day with my mom, doing absolutely nothing if that's what she wants to do. Um, Building puzzles if that's what she wants to do. She likes to build puzzles, doing whatever she wants because I know my time. I mean, we all have limited time, but when your mom's 90, you kind of the realization hits that my time's really limited. So um, I don't know if I'm going to come back on here live on Wednesday. It kind of all depends on um, how my morning goes on Wednesday. I'm going to be spending a lot more time at my mom's house. I mean, my sister's there with her. She lives with her, so she takes care of her. But I want to be there. I want to be with my mom. Um, she's an awesome mom, and she's an amazing grandma, and an amazing great grandma and a great great grandma. That's how many generations there are living on my mom. So yeah, I am gonna cut back. I just thank you, my friend. Um, I mean, I just came to that realization that I have fun doing the lives. I have fun doing my videos. I enjoy the connection with my YouTube community, but I need to spend time with my mom. So I kind of talked it over with my husband, and I said, "What do you think? Do you think?" Because in my brain, I almost feel like I'm quitting my. I don't know, like I'm not fulfilling my promise. And I know you guys are so understanding, and you all understand, and you're all so patient with me, like when I've gotten sick or when something's happened. So I get that. But my brain just always is hard on myself. And I told them I don't know if I should do this, if I should just maybe change my life schedule so I can do them all in the morning and then head over to my mom's house, or do them all in the evening after I've come home from my mom's house. And he said, just stop doing that for a minute so you can be with your mom. So I'm gonna just stop for a little bit. I mean, not completely. I'll still have a few videos coming up. I'll probably go live um, probably Monday mornings. I'll stick with that so that I can have the rest of Monday free for my mom and the rest of the week free. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. So I was preparing for today, and I did get out this collection kit. And I didn't realize when I pulled out a bunch of collection kits to pick from, this is all cut aparts, you guys. This is a bunch of cut aparts and stickers. And I didn't realize that. There's pattern paper on the back side of the cut apart. Let me show you. But I have a hard time like not using the cut apart side and just using the pattern paper side. See, there's pattern paper there. There's cut aparts here. And so there looks like there was 2 sheets of each. There's cut aparts here. So I could use one sheet of the cut aparts and then the back side, excuse me, got the hiccups. But I don't know. I kind of think, oh, all those cut aparts with the sentiments, I have to use them. So a couple of these, and then there's the background, and 2 of these, and then the sticker sheet. And I did cut apart 2 sheets of the cut aparts in here. So the ones that were the 3x4, so these sheets here, there were 2 of these, and I cut those apart while getting prepared for today. I'm going to be using this 12x12 template number 2 from justcrafts.com because it had, I kind of like that it had this 3x4 piece here, which that's what those cut aparts are. So that's perfect. But because there was not really pattern paper that I wanted to use from that kit, because like I said, I want to use them as cut aparts. I pulled in other pattern papers from my stash, like ones from Michaels that, they had kind of some colors that I could use. Not those, like some of the greens and reds. I could use cardstock, but all the green cardstocks I have aren't quite the right shade. And same with the red. I need to buy more green and red, more Christmassy green and red. So like this had, I could use the red here or this one. In fact, I did use one of these. So I pulled in, let's see, 5 different ones and just kind of flip through them to use as not only my matte layers, but this piece right here. So like there's a strip down here that I would have cut out had I been using the pattern paper side. So I used different varieties of pattern papers from these paper pads for the matte layers and then for the strip here behind there. So I'll kind of flip through here. You can kind of see there's a lot of ones I can use. There's some nice reds and greens in these paper pads. So, and while using those, it also helps me kind of use up more of my pattern paper. So it's a win-win for me. Let me see, there was, I think, a green one in here that I might have used. And it was probably the last one. Yeah, it might have been the last one. So let me set these aside and then I'm going to show you everything I have cut out and ready to go. Okay, let's see. So some of the cut aparts are portrait like this, and some of them are landscape like this. And I love that her sketch gives you the option for doing both. And you still cut your paper like this. So when I first was getting ready for my landscape one for this one, I was like, oh, this piece in the back is longer. And how am I going to do that? And silly me, I do it all the time. You just cut it down the middle and stretch it behind this piece and you'll never know the difference. So that's what I'll be doing with those. So as you can see, I have a ton of them ready to go. Let me put, and I have my container of card bases ready to go. Oh, those are the portrait ones. I need my landscape ones too. I have those. So I'll start, I guess, with my portrait ones. And let me kind of show you. I did make one, just make sure I like the way the different pattern papers looked. So here you see I used this pattern paper as this background piece. Where's the sketch? Yeah, on the sketch, it's just, I think, the card base, but I wanted, let me pull the sketch over. Let me pull the sketch over. Oh yeah, it has like a matte layer here, but that could have been plain cardstock, but I used pattern paper. And so I did the same thing here. And I think that turned out pretty cute. So that's what I'm planning on doing with the rest of them. So I think I'll just kind of start to get everything assembled and then I'll add them to the card bases last. Or no, I kind of have to add them to the card bases. What is my brain thinking? What is my brain thinking? Oh, I do. I need to add them to the card bases first. Because, let me show you. So this has to be on the card base so that I can align this strip because it goes over this matte layer, but the ends line up with the card base. So see, I would center that. Then, and see, these are all different pattern papers I grabbed from those paper pads, not from the collection kit itself. And then this stretches across. to the edges of the card base. So I do need to add it to there. So I usually like to do like assembly line. And you know what? I know how I'll do it first. I'll assemble it so that um, I put these pieces together and these pieces together, and then I'll have them ready to go. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And I'm kind of torn between, do I use my liquid glue or my tape runner? I don't know. We'll see. So, did you guys do anything fun this weekend? Um, we celebrated my daughter's 39th birthday. She's my oldest. On Friday evening, my granddaughters had said, "Grandma, we want to do a little surprise dinner for my mom because she didn't want to celebrate her birthday with her daughter who turned 18 because we were doing a celebration for my granddaughter on Saturday, and she didn't want to. It's not that she didn't want to share; she didn't want to take away from uh, her moment to shine. I forgot I wasn't going to do that. So they said, "We want to do that. Can you come, you and grandpa come over? And it's just us." And so I was like, "Okay, no problem. We'll head over there." So as we're getting there, because she gets off work at 4 and then she still has to pick up the baby and my other grandson too. So um I was like, "Okay, so we'll be there at 4. So your mom will get home around 4:30, 4:45, depending on traffic." And wouldn't you know, we get there a little bit before 4. She was home already. She had gotten off work a little bit early. And I was like, "Oh, come on." She just thought it was hilarious. She's like, "I'm sorry." She's like, "I went in early, so I got up a little early." And I was like, "Ah." But we did enjoy celebrating her birthday. And then Saturday we had a party for the her daughter, her oldest, who turned 18. So I now have two grandchildren who are officially adults. They're 18 years old. They know they're not adults. They know they're far from it. Okay. And then I'll go back and probably add like enamel dots or something to these. Oh, did you do so? I did both of them too, but I didn't have a chance to really watch most of them. I watched a couple from the, what was it, the Stress Free Card Making Retreat, and I watched the one from Not Too Shabby, the Cottage Rose one. And they oh my goodness, they were so good. I loved them. I did watch the ones I watched from the Stress Free. I watched a few. The one that I wanted to make sure I watched was Sarah Liz from Sassy's LLC because I wanted to get her free printable because I have all her free printables. I have them all, and I have them all mostly. The last few I don't have done yet, but I'll get to them. Printed and cut out and sorted in my little um, storage containers. So, and she had a really fun, nice fun fold card she did. It was fun. I liked watching that. And then the Not Too Shabby, of course, was amazing. Um, I did download the free printable. The words are hard this morning, you guys. The sheet load sketch from Alicia. So I have that. Just had to have some crafty fun. Okay, so I'm not going to add these to the card yet. So I'll do that. Let's see how many I can get done while here with you. So that, yeah, Saturday we went to my granddaughter's birthday celebration, and all the grandkids were there, minus one because he was with his dad. Um, but so much fun. It's so much fun to watch them all. My different groups. So if you've seen me, I have groups of grandkids. Their age groups. They kind of group themselves off into age groups. So we have the bigs, which are the teenagers. So they're the ones that are 17, 18, and 18. Then we have the littles that are 8. Oh, come on, even think. That are, I'm sorry, 12, 12, and almost 9. 12, 12, 12, 11, and almost 9. And then we have the minis that are 4, 3, 2, and 1. So they kind of group off that way too. So, the teenagers all do their things together. And oh wait, the oldest wasn't there either. My oldest grandchild, she was working, she couldn't make it. So they group themselves off, and it's kind of funny to watch that happen when they're just kind of pairing themselves up in their little groups. And I just love watching it. But we had fun, and then we kind of left it a little bit early because I was tired, and my mom went for a little while, and that's when the realization hit me because she went and because she loves being around all the grandkids and great grandkids, she just loves it. But she went, and of course we cater to my mom, whatever she wants. She still walks. She has to use a walker, which she hates because she says she's fine. She doesn't need a walker. Um, and she went in, sat down. Of course, all the grandkids run up to her and say hello and give her a nice, great big hug and kiss. Ugh. And then, she doesn't eat that much. So we're like, okay, mom, what do you want? We told her all the choices we had. So she had a little bit of food, not a lot. She just doesn't eat a lot. And I think that just happens as you get older because I know my mother-in-law doesn't eat a lot. My dad before he passed didn't eat a lot, and my father-in-law before he passed didn't eat. So, once you're in your 80s, I'm like, man, I wish I had that problem because I like to eat. I have to control myself. So anyway, she was there and she ate a little bit, and then my sister was like, "We got to go home. Mom's really tired. Her feet are getting really swollen." And I was like, "Okay, go, take her home, let her rest." So she did. She took her home. But I could see in my mom's eyes how tired she was. I could see it. And it's like, that's right there is where it hit me. And so, as I was like watching her walk out to go home, and, I walked her out, of course, but all that just, I told my husband, I need to go home. I need to go home. I can't be here right now. So we came home a little bit early. Um, and just kind of sat and rested. And that's when I kind of had that discussion with my husband about pulling back a little bit on my channel. He said, "Of course, that's what you need to do because you need to be with your mom." Um, so that was, we had fun though. We had fun with my watching the grandkids, and my mom loves watching the great grandkids. And she knows them all by name. She remembers all their names. She doesn't necessarily remember how old they are exactly, but she knows more or less how old they are. Oh, yeah. I didn't watch a lot. I think I only watched from the Stress Free Summit. I think I only had a chance to watch 3 presenters. And, um, sometimes my weekends are very busy. My weekends are always very busy. It's family time, and it's time with my husband because he works all week. So, we do our normal errand running, doing our grocery shopping for the week, and then we had other things to do, like the birthday party this weekend. And then yesterday we went over to my youngest daughter's house because she needed, they're going to install some pavers so she can install a shed in her backyard. So my husband, who works in concrete, went over to make sure that the space was big enough and level. So I was digging out some stuff. So here, guys, this cut apart I want to show you. Some of the cut aparts don't have sentiments like this. A couple of them are just a pattern. So this is the back side, the pattern paper, and then this is the front side. See, this is the back, this is the front. And so I kind of thought, well, I could cut these up for these strips and I would have a few of these. But then I thought, oh, but I have this sheet of stickers to use. So I could just use that and add a sticker. In fact, let me pick one. Let me pick one from here. How about this one? Have yourself a merry little Christmas. And then I'm just going to center it here as best I can. Whoops. There you go. And so then see, it's still my little cut apart. And I'm using the stickers because I want to use up as many of the stickers as I can as well. I'll probably put a bunch of the smaller stickers on the inside of the cards. And then once I finish this paper pad, I need to get a count of how many cards I have so far. Because for my donation, I need between 4 and 500. Again, depending how many residents they have at the skilled nursing facility. But I typically make 500 just in case. And then if I have extras, um, I usually just give it to them and they can use it, for their staff or for whatever they want for family members of the residents, just so that there's some holiday cheer to go around. But yeah, so we did that at my youngest daughter's house yesterday. And then we kind of just came home and relaxed. Told my husband I'm tired. Of course, I checked on my mom. She was feeling a little bit better. Still kind of just resting, sitting back and resting. But yeah, yesterday was kind of just a restful day. I did on Saturday. On Friday, I cut all these out. Friday, when I spent the day cutting these. Ah, darn it. Okay, I'm gonna have to make this one. These out because I wanted to make sure. I knew my weekend was going to be super busy, so I wanted to make sure I was ready. And I didn't want to spend too much time today cutting pattern paper. I wanted to be able to actually make cards with you guys. But yeah. So I use, let's see, how many different pattern papers, not from the collection. I probably used, I think 2, 4, 6, probably about 12, if I think correctly. And I could be wrong. But I'm just like, because I like this pattern. This one I used 2 sheets of this and 2 of the red. So that's 4 right there. And then the one with the wreaths around it, I think I used 1 of those. I think I only had 1. And then the ones with the poinsettias, another 1. So yeah, I think I used about 12 if I go back and count. I should have kept track as I was cutting, but I did not. I did not keep track. So there's how many cut aparts on that sheet? There was 3, 6, 9, 12. So I should have 4. Why does it look like so many more? I should have for 24 cards. It looks like a lot more. Did I cut more sheets than that? 1, 2. Huh. What did I do? Let me look at something, guys. Now my brain's not wanting to work. You know what? I think I cut 4 sheets. Mm-hmm. 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 I did. So I cut 4 sheets of cut apart, so 48. I was getting ambitious. I was like, I'll be able to do this. I'll be able to finish all these cards live with everybody. No. Oh, where's the other one? Here it is. But I'll be able to finish them at some point. And then I'll probably cut apart the rest of or separate the rest of the cut aparts sometime this week. And then I might just do a video of me putting those together so you can see me smashing the rest of the paper pad. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Sometimes I just think doing lives is easier. I like it because I get to interact with you guys live as I'm crafting. And then I don't have to edit anything. I actually enjoy editing most of the time, but I don't know. Lately, I've been in kind of a funk about it and just haven't thoroughly enjoyed it. And I've been having issues with, the neighbors are still doing their construction, so there's always noise. And I don't know what's going on with my mic that I'm getting this echoey sound on my videos lately. So maybe that's, oh, I did it again. Maybe that's the frustration that's hitting. So I don't know. I prefer the lives. But when you're on a design team, you just gotta do videos. And I love doing videos on the design teams too. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, lately my editing mojo is not there. I'm not loving it. All right. And then I gotta get back into when I started the year out, I was real good about stamping the sentiment on the inside. And at some point, I don't know, I stopped doing that. And I need to do it because then come the end of the year, I'm racing to get them all stamped on the inside. Okay, here's another one that needs a sentiment there. Maybe this one. This one. Sending tidings of comfort and joy. There we go. And then my granddaughter, she's so sweet. The oldest. She exercises every day. She's very dedicated about that. And so she's like, Grandma, when are we going to go together? So yesterday she asked when we're going to go together it's just to the YMCA here by my house. And I said, well, we can go tomorrow after my life. So I'm going to do that with her. Then I have a doctor's appointment with a chiropractor. Just make sure my back is still doing okay. And then I'll go to my mom's. See, now this one I could leave like that. It's pretty enough with the print on there, but I think I'm going to add something. Maybe something a little smaller. It says, may your days be merry and bright. There we go. So we'll see. And then I was talking to my husband about my pegboard because we haven't had a chance to work on it. We have all of the materials we need. But I did tell him yesterday, hey, next weekend, can we work on the pegboard? It's like, yes, of course. So we'll see, assuming nothing comes up with a grandchild or a child, because as my husband says, I drop everything for them if they need me. And I just do. That's just, my mom's the same way though. So I blame my mom for me being this way. I blame my mom. And my grandma was the same way too. So I think it's just how we were brought up. Family first. Okay. Oh, I was about to put tape on that. Froggy, which was your favorite class, I want to say, out of the Stress-Free Summit? I want to see if it was one of the 3 that I watched. Because like I said, I watched, which ones were they? I watched 3. I couldn't tell you which 3 right now. Okay, so this one, I could stamp a sentiment there, or let me see. I could do this one that says Season's Greetings. It's kind of in the same shape. Yeah, I could do that one. Well, let me center it over a little more. Hold on, I'm gonna lift this up so I can see it a little better. There we go. Yeah, that works there, right? Good morning, Peg. Welcome, my friend. I'm just assembling all these cut aparts that I cut out of that first collection kit that my viewers chose for me to work with. to smash next. And I was telling my husband too, speaking of smashing, hold on. I just got a text from my granddaughter. Not yet. She wants to know if I'm done with my live yet. What was I saying? I forgot. I lost track of what I was saying. I was telling my husband is, because I'm smashing these collections and such, and I left some of my papers, my paper pads in the garage. A lot of them are the Christmas ones. And I told him, you know what, and I have so many stamps in there and so many dies in there that I'm not using them, you guys. I'm just not. Like I said, I haven't had to go in there to get anything yet when I'm in the middle of crafting. So other than I had to get my glue refills. But I told him I need to destash this stuff. I've got to do it because it's just going to sit there. And to me, it's more wasteful to have it sit there than to give it away or sell it, relatively cheaply. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Let me see if she answered. She wants to know if we're still going to the gym. That's my girl. I love that my granddaughters come to me. I just love it. They're such good girls. I cannot complain about my granddaughters. But then again, I'm the grandma. I don't have to deal with it every day. A teenage drama. Thank God I don't. I already dealt with 3 teenage girls once. And my daughters were it's not that they were bad teenagers. They just, especially the middle one, had this, I don't know, they knew, know-it-all attitude. And it's funny, and they'll tell me to this day, Mom, the reason you and she were always butting heads is because she is you. You are her. You're the same person. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Because with my middle daughter, that's the one I butt heads with the most. Oh, that one. That one gave me all my gray hair. But I love her. And she's an amazing mom and an amazing person. So I can't complain. Okay, let's see. She still wants to go. Yes. Alrighty. And now I'm getting warm in here. I didn't turn on the AC before I came in here. Let me turn on my fan real quick, since I don't want to go out into the living room to turn on the AC. Now let me find a sticker for this one. Maybe this one. Nah, not like that one there. This one is a Santa Claus. There we go. Yeah, that one's better. A little bit higher up. I should be standing up to craft, then I could have a better bird's eye view, but I'm sitting. Justine's were your favorite? See, and I didn't see Justine's class. Darn it. I'm gonna have to, too late to go back because I had the free version. I could get the paid version and then go back and watch. But they were good. I loved it. Let's see. Yours were Justine, Teresa. I watched Lynn. Hers was amazing. Who else did I watch? Sarah Liz and someone else. I should check my email. I'll tell you because I got the free printable. Who was it? remember. I'm not gonna go back and look. So anyway, yeah, I'm glad I was able to at least see some of the retreat classes. Like I said, my weekends are usually family time. I rarely open up my computer on the weekends. Um, like if I get a message or something or an email, it's hit or miss if I'm going to see it on the weekend. It's really hit or miss. I tend to not look at my stuff unless I know, for example, I participated in a couple of hops this weekend for Kendra's Card Challenge. So then I'll kind of keep an eye to make sure there were no issues because the design team will message each other if there was any issue with any links or with a video in any way. But other than that, yeah, my computer's not used on the weekends. And I'm going to finish up relatively soon, you guys, because like I said, my granddaughter wants to go to the gym. I'll show you the few that I did make, a few cards I did make. What time is it? I have a few more minutes. In fact, let me get a few cards done with these. Let me move this off to the side. But yeah, weekends it's important for me to have that time with my husband. I mean, this year will be 40 years, you guys. In December, it will be 40 years that we've been married. I can't even believe it. I can't. Sometimes I'll tell him, did you think when we first got married that we would still be together? Because we had all the naysayers because we were very, very young when we got married. I was 3 days before I turned 18, so I was still 17 when we got married. And so we were getting a lot of, it's never going to last. You guys are too young. You don't know what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. But here we are, almost 40 years later. And I'm not saying it was easy because marriage is work. It is definitely work. But like I can't imagine my life without him. I forgot to put a sentiment there. Oh, I know. I'll do this one. Noel. There you go. That one's done. Put that over there. I'll get going on the next one. So this is like when I'm doing a lot of cards that are the same sketch, same design, I kind of batch assemble. So typically I would have finished all the other ones that were in my little bins there, assembling those, and then gone to this step last. But I want to do a few cards in front of you just so you can see my process here. And then sometimes I'll stick with my ATG. Sometimes I'll go to my liquid glue. I don't know. It just depends on my mood. Just depends on my mood. Oh, hi, CZ. Welcome, my friend. Yeah, 40 years. It blows my mind. It doesn't seem, it's just gone so quickly. It doesn't seem like 40 years. See, isn't that hilarious? Sometimes people will say, are you sure you didn't stay married just to spite all the people that said it wouldn't last? Maybe, maybe not. It wouldn't have lasted for just that reason. Yeah, we've worked hard. I want to say the first 10 years of our marriage, oh my God, we were both still growing up. Like I said, we were very young and we were both still learning and changing and growing and becoming who we were going to be, I guess. And you're still changing throughout your life. You don't, at no particular age, at 25, you're not, okay, that's it. That's who I am. No, you're continually changing who you are. But we grew together and it worked. I don't know. We're lucky because I know marriages don't last. A lot of marriages just don't last. So very lucky. So congratulations to you on 34 years, my friend. That is quite an accomplishment. I think my parents were married before my dad passed. They were mm, maybe 60 years. I don't know. Whoops. Something like that. Same with my in-laws. Before my father-in-law passed, they were 60 plus years married. And like I think I'm the only one out of my siblings that my marriage has lasted. So my older sister had been married twice, and neither marriage lasted. And I wouldn't have wanted either one to last because they both um, were abusive to my sister. So I'm glad those marriages ended. My brother's marriage did not last, and then my youngest sister never got married. So she probably got scared after seeing my brother and sister. But yeah, I'm it. My husband likes to say he's the favorite son-in-law, and I tell him, "Dude, you're the only son-in-law." He says, "Yeah, that's why I'm the favorite." Like, oh my god. Okay, you say so. Hmm. Okay, do a few more before I head out. I don't know what my daughter or my granddaughter has planned for me at the gym, but I told her you got to take it easy on grandma because I am old. I mean, relatively speaking, I'm not old, but I haven't been to the gym in a long while. Hi, Justine. Welcome, my friends. Long marriages are work, though. People don't realize. Good for you, Froggy. Way to go. And I don't judge people that have gotten divorced. They got divorced because it was what was right for them. And you don't want to stay in a marriage just to say, "Oh, we've been married this long." If the marriage is not working, then the marriage is not working. And that's all there is to it. It may have worked for a while, but like with my sister, no. I'm glad those marriages ended. Very glad. Um, 20. Oof. But I got to tell you, if you get divorced after that many years, I think you probably had a very good reason and it just didn't work out. But 21 years is nothing to sneeze at either. That's good. All right. Maybe a couple more and then I'll head out because I think I heard my granddaughter walk in. I'm not 100% sure. I told her to text me when she gets here. Ugh. Guys, I haven't been checking to make sure my cards are facing the right way. We'll find out. I've done it on more than one occasion that I put my cards on upside down or my card fronts on upside down. I think I'm actually pretty close to my goal of 500. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself if I finish 500 cards before before the middle of the year. Excuse me. What I'll do is I know what I'll do. If I have those 500 cards before the end of June, I'll just go back and stamp all the insides. That's what I'll do. Okay. Because I do always put a message on the inside and then I sign them. So I have to go back and sign them. And then I put my little handmade by stamp on the back of them. So I have to do that too. It's a process. It's a process. No, don't be jealous. You did what was best for you, my friend. You have to, I think sometimes we forget about taking care of ourselves first. And I have to remind myself of that because I am terrible at putting myself first. And my husband will tell me you have to put yourself first. If you're not in a, if you're not healthy, if you're not happy, what good are you to everybody else? And he's right. He's definitely right on that. Okay. I'll finish this one and then we'll say goodbye for today, friends. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna come on live on Wednesday. I just want to spend time with my mom. um, while I still can. So we'll see. I'm not going to cancel it yet. Come on in, baby. I'm almost done. I'm not going to cancel it quite yet, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll let you guys know Wednesday morning if I'm going to go live or not. But chances are I won't. Chances are I'm going to stick to just Monday mornings for a minute. Like I said, I want to spend time with her, so that may be what I do. Okay, my granddaughter is here. You want to say hi?
Hi, Live. Enjoy the Christmas card.
Christmas cards. So here's the ones I did today, you guys, that I actually finished. I have other ones like ready to finish assembling, but my grandbaby's here, so I got to go. She's gonna have me exercising at the gym, guys. So hopefully she takes it easy on me. I'll be right there, love. So, okay, we did, how many did I actually finish today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, not bad, right? 12 isn't bad. Yeah, I like the green and red. I do a lot of non-traditional color Christmas cards usually. But like my viewers chose, sorry, I'm trying to reach for something, chose my collection to work with. So, and I think they made an excellent choice. I don't know how I didn't realize that this was a collection of all cut parts, but it is. But that actually makes it easy to make these cards. So, excuse me, you guys. I'll see you guys next week. I'll try and finish all these and share them in a video soon. Good luck exercising. Yeah, I'll need luck. I will. Thank you, friends, and thank you for understanding. I have to say that I appreciate you all more than you know, more than words can say. And thank you for all your well wishes, your positive energy. It really does. It really does help me more than you'll ever know. But we'll see you next week. Probably not Wednesday, like I said, but definitely next Monday morning. But have a good week, guys. Thanks for being here. Bye.